power of we was a way of inclusion, a way of inviting anyone who needed or wanted a place to belong.
It was just very clear to me that this was something that would really benefit the young folks right here.
And to be able to give them a different perspective, that I know where they come from, I know what they're experiencing because I was there too, and letting them know that there's different actions that they can take that'll lead to a different destiny.
We really needed to hear that. In order to change our community, we needed to hear that.
And they are inspired to invest in making it happen. That's powerful.
From New York City. We have an amazing event at the Stan Mansion in Chicago. It is called The Power of We, run by my man, my boy, Mr. Lauren Harris. You guys better be there, because I will too, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace!
Didn't think I could hold it that long, did you? I still got it. I'm kidding. That wasn't even long. You look. I am. Oh, that's why I couldn't, because this was on. What am I doing with a mask on here? Well, there's no more masks in our health club, the grocery store, but I'm trying to wean myself off of the mask, because now I try walking through the grocery store. I felt like something was stalking me. I was like, because I'm like, oh my God, I've been talking to this lady for years. When did she get some work done? Before COVID, your nose did not look like that. For real. She thought I forgot, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. Did she really have work done, or has it really been that long? So anyway, I'm finding it hard to come from behind this mask, right? And if I do, I keep it in my pocket. It's like, where's my phone? Where's my mask? They go together now. So y'all pray for me. I'm serious, because it's nice to come out of it, but how did I get so take me to your leader-ish? Just saying. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. It is I, your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. I'm happy. Yes, I am. In right, out right, up right, down right, happy all the time. I am. Bring it. What is that? Hear it? One more. That's the ring that goes with truth. The ring of truth. That's why that's the bell of purpose. It is not a gimmick. Trust that. It is a reminder. It's an opportunity. It is a time for you to shine. When you hear that bell, it means whatever you're doing, do what you got to do. Multitask. I get it. New normal. But when you hear that bell, look, tune in, set up, because something's going on. There's something out there. I want you to back the car up. Take some of it home with you, right? Take it out of here and give it to someone else, right? That's right. We are here to be of service to each other. And immediately we are within healing because we're fulfilling that great promise that tells us when two or more of us with the same mindset, two or more of us with a heart spirit that is connected, two or more of us that believes that we are here fulfilling our soul's purpose. And that is our passionate purpose. I'm going to tell you when that happens, the guarantee says something wonderful will happen. It's not like Publishers Clearinghouse. Remember how they used to trick us? You may have won $10 million. Then you go calling everybody, I won $10 million. They ain't won nothing. Right. It ain't like that. This promise says you will. You will have it. You will find it. You will be it. So you know what? Fulfill the promise and come together. Let's have illuminated conversations. Can I get an amen? Let's go. There it is. I got a great show for you today. A great show. So great. I'm going to get this out of the way because I don't want to stop once we get going, and I still want to get paid. So look who's back. V8. That's right. Good. And I'm not just saying that. It really is. To me, 2 servings of vegetables is another good number. 100% vegetable juice. Here's an even better number. Only 60 calories. And easy find. Just go down the juice aisle at the grocery store. Keep your eyes off those other things. Close your eyes by the Kool-Aid boxes and look for this. Make a better choice. Trust me, small changes create huge shifts in your life. And this is how I got rid of Diet Coke. So there you go. Bon appetit. Can you say bon appetit when it's a drink? Somebody tell us. Sherry Queen, put that in the comments. But anyway, I know what I should have said because I'm going to do it Friday night. Cheers. Welcome. Guess who's here, you guys? You saw the promo. I know somebody says, is that Tina Turner? And somebody says, is that Patti LaBelle? I know who it was. That's Lady LaDonna. That's who it is. Now, who is Lady LaDonna? Okay, first of all, I didn't realize when she sent her bio and I saw in the subject line, it said short bio. And then when I printed it, this came out first, her long bio. I was like, dang, I wonder what her long was. And then I saw this one. So anyway, that was funny. Just thought I'd share that with y'all. Lady LaDonna, she's an author. She's a songstress through Be Gone, Senior Moment. I banished thee. You saw how I tried to creep up on me. You don't remember nothing. Can't even read. Yes, I can. A little bit. Through the passionate delivery of her signature brand of hope, love, and empowerment, love that, Lady LaDonna is transforming lives worldwide. Get out of your own backyard. Do everything global. Why not? Go big or stay at home. The catalyst for this success of hers is that she's a noted speaker, author, and songstress. It's her genuine love. That's how she does it. That's how she keeps it. She has a love for people combined with a desire to see them live fulfilled lives. Now, there's a whole bunch more, even in the short version. But I can show you better than I can tell you. That's right. So I want you, first timer, she's a first timer, not just put your hearts into this illuminated conversation. That's a given. Y'all, I love y'all for that. So interactive. Thank you. But also put some hearts on the screen. Let's make her feel at home. Here she comes, and she is going to sing for y'all. So put a lot of hearts on there. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the stage, Lady LaDonna. Dun, 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 dun. She's here. Oh, I can't wait. I got a nut. What? Wait a minute. I'm so excited. I can't. My ADH. Hold on. Breathe, Lauren. Breathe. This is when my mom would rub my back. Just breathe. Just breathe. Okay. I can't help it. Lady LaDonna. Okay, breathe. How are you? Good morning.
Amazing. How are you this morning as well?
Awesomely blessed, fulfilled, highly favored, all that. Ain't it funny how when you have church folks on, you start bringing up all, I know all the church sayings, right? Okay, I'm happy. I'm glad you're here. Where are you in the world?
I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia, right downtown.
Right downtown they got a lot of names, the Dirty South. What's a couple more names for Georgia, for Atlanta?
Oh,
ATL.
ATL. I'm right in Atlantic Station, though. I don't know if you're familiar with that area, right downtown.
We had the Power We there, the last one. It was at the Biltmore Ballrooms. Where's that at down there?
That's on Peachtree Street. I think across from the Fox Theater.
Everything's on Peachtree Street down there. Everything's Peachtree.
Mm-hmm.
What is the thing with peaches? I mean, come on now. Is that the only fruit y'all got down there? Is peaches? What else you got that your favorite?
Well, I'm not too sure about that because I'm a Floridian and that's oranges and grapes. So that's totally different. The peaches here, I do love their peach pie and peach cobbler. I do love that. Yes.
Peach cobbler.
Yes. Very homemade. Very homemade. Yes.
Okay, let me ask you. Think carefully because this is an important answer. It's right up there with greens and dressing. So this is one of those kind of questions. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What kind of peach cobbler do you like? What's the dough ratio for you? What's a good cobbler? 10% dough, 30% dough, 60% dough.
I'll say 80% dough.
80.
And the juice,
Yeah.
the juice on it. Yes, that's my favorite. With some Haagen-Dazs vanilla bean ice cream.
You're doing too much.
Okay.
Too much. Hey, how about? I hope Dr. Whitman, are you here? Dr. Whitman, please pick up a white page and phone. Dr. Walt Whitman, y'all. We were talking to him, LaDonna and I both, right?
Yes.
And isn't he? They know all kinds of people are the same. I got to send you guys each other's contact cards so you can continue the dialogue. They're both going to be, and a lot more of us and others at the Power We, April 28th here in Chicago. And I could not get this day started because I'm trying to get some fire underneath this songstress sitting out here, y'all. So we're going to kick things off this morning. Look at this. This is them, Walt Whitman, y'all, and the Soul's Children of Chicago choir, who you're going to be meeting and listening to and being entertained by and blessed and poured into at the Power We, April 28th. When you come, not if, when you come to Chicago. Take a look, you guys.
Praise the Lord, everybody! Are you guys expecting something in this place? Get the high expectation, people. Begin to give up some praise. Come on, because a miracle is getting ready to happen in this house.
Somebody getting ready to get happy.
You better get excited about your miracles, shout like you understand. If y'all ready, look at somebody say, I'm expecting.
I'm expecting. Lady LaDonna, you expecting?
I am expecting.
Amen. You better believe it. Come on, Dr. Walt.
You're going to take your old school. Y'all remember that? Can y'all remember that? Somebody get an attitude. We got some folks on the road for this. Here we go. The sky is the limit. Pass it with it. Let's go. Let's go. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. So I can ride. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. So I can ride. Those of y'all that don't remember this, just God with it.
The fire getting started, y'all. The fire getting started.
Go get somebody scream.
charisma.
I can see it.
Yes.
Y'all better quit playing and get over to the Eventbrite and get those tickets. Shoot.
Y'all look at your seat, see it. The sky. Just put some faith in the house. All right, somebody in this session, give it to him, soprano. Say it.
Yes.
Okay, now. Y'all let me shut up.
We have some expectation.
You want your blessing?
Yes.
You better share it.
Come on to this. Don't be a away. Let's go. Just believe it.
Sing.
All right, I need some sopranos. Come on, y'all, help us. Let's go. If y'all really believe this, sopranos in the house.
They ain't
Same
playing.
baby. Yes.
Altos in the house. Help us. Let's go. Altos. I'm looking for some men that's not scared to say, I expect a miracle. Everything. God will make a way. I don't know where. I think we need to work this out. Some of y'all still looking at me. Yo, here we go.
Oh.
Yes. I love it.
Show. If I don't turn that on, because I sit here and listen to it.
I love
Oh
it.
my goodness, Lady LaDonna, is that going to be? What is going to happen at the Stand Mansion April 28th, girl? So, and I heard you tuning it on up. Good, you done had a warm up, so no excuses. So, hey, I want you to tell people anything that you want to tell them today. It's all about your story. Why don't we start with little LaDonna? Tell us how you grew up and what that kind of stuff. Just take us there.
Yes. Thank you so much, little LaDonna. Well, then hometown friends and family called me Michelle. That's my middle name, Michelle. I grew up in a God-fearing home. My mother, now deceased, God bless her soul, was a retired pastor. When she transitioned, my grandmother, mother of one of the ministries down there that our entire family was a part of in South Florida. Grew up singing, started singing at the age of 3, started church events with my mother. When I say church events, more like prison ministry and outreach ministry and food ministry, clothing ministry, all of that at the age of 13, 14, 15, and then prison ministry, of course, at 16, where I would go in with a ministry team and start ministering in song for those that are in behind bars or what have you.
Yeah.
And I found at a very young age that I had a very, 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 very beautiful love for music and making people feel great and feel happy and seeing smiles on their faces. And so I sung all up and down the East Coast District and outside of Florida and what have you. Then I moved to Texas, my high school year, to live with my Aunt Sylvia, with her beautiful self, Sylvia, in Texas. And I attended John Tyler High School, and this one particular
Wait. Sylvia, Did she live over by the 7-Eleven?
I don't know. I don't think so. Hi, Auntie Sylvia.
I don't know why I always get so tickled when I do that to people. It's really not that funny, but anyway.
Oh, God. Oh, there's Walt. Walt is on. He's on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I should
So
have in the link, but he's coming on. He's coming on his own show.
good deal.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Can't wait.
Dr. Walt, what did before? Well, let me ask you. Let me. You know what I love about what we showed today, and I remember the first time I saw that choir. It is just a beautiful human experience. It's not like a bunch of it's almost like when you hear how they used to say back in the day that like I saw the Motown story, the documentary thing this past weekend, and they were saying that when they first started, people thought, oh, that's black music. And then they found out through Motown, no, those are black people singing music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, those kids and those.
I love it.
And anyway, April 28th, you guys get your tickets. Don't play, because as soon as the press puts it out there, which is coming up, that they're coming to the Power Week, it's a wrap. Chicago don't play with them babies. They're going to come on out and get their miracle, right? Can I get an amen? So, Lady LaDonna, that's a hard name to say.
Just say lady.
I know you're saying Laylee, and it makes it sound like, people like, what? Is that early onset? I'm serious. Every little thing. I'm a hypochondriac when it comes to that. But so you grew up in Florida. When did you get the calling, as they put it?
Little did I know, I was anointed before I got into this world. A little did I know.
What makes you say that? What makes you say that? Because
everything that God has predestined and pre-planned for our lives, it was already established. But to be more specific with your question, at a very young age, again, when I started singing at 3, and as I started growing through my adolescent years or what have you, I'm like, oh my God, I love this. I love singing, because every time I would sing, I would see happiness on people's face. I would see smiles, and they would give me hugs. Every child would love to see that. Every child. And when I got in high school, I really, really, really took notice. And others took notice in my singing abilities too. But you know how sometimes when they do, some get jealous and kind of push it to the background.
I had that problem with my singing, and I got an album. No, I never had anybody know. Well, if they did, I didn't know it. But women,
yes.
I'm not saying, okay, feminist Jamie, I already heard you. What do you mean, women? I'm just saying I have a bunch of sisters, and I know they be like, easy. Most guys, we just like, whatever. I don't even like underwear. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I don't be just stuff. I'm like, whatever you're wearing, whatever you got that I don't. But let me ask you, you didn't grow up in a family? A lot of church families in the Black community, when they're singing, anybody else sing? They expect the whole family to sing. But you look like, I got a feeling you're not the only musician.
I'm not. My mother was a beautiful singer. And in fact, she was a contralto. And I find myself singing contralto as well. And I have a sister.
Tell people what that is, because they like, is that a religion?
No, that's in between.
Be ringing the bells at Christmas.
No, that's a music. That's a vocal tone.
So is it a bass, tenor, alto?
It's between alto and soprano, contralto.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I thought it was see how much I know. Okay, yes. Show us what a contralto can do. See how I did that?
Ooh.
You ready to do something?
Ooh. Every time I think about all the things you've done for me, can't believe I've wasted my time on chasing after me. Just can't imagine where my life would be without you. I would be somewhere going crazy,
Oh.
but you've been good to me. You are the air I breathe. Oh, you've been so good to me. You've been good to me.
Girl, look, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, I was sitting back here. I was like, I was looking for my church fan there. It is.
Oh my gosh.
I knew it was around here. That
Yes.
was awesome. You remind me of so many different singers, but then you don't. It's interesting, you know what I mean? The tones and stuff. I was hearing some Denise Williams stuff. And
Oh gosh, yeah. Yes. Ooh. Speaking of her, that's why I'm ready to do your will.
Yo, am.
Ready to answer the call.
Are you ready to answer the call? Better go.
I've been out here too long. Yes, I'm ready to pay the price. I will lay down my life. Yes, I'm ready, Lord, to do your will. Yes. I had to slap my own self.
Dr. Walt, I knew he was gonna. I feel like Hercules. That was so good. Thank you. So listen, I want to ask you. Do you remember? I do. I remember mine. Do you remember what your first solo as a kid was?
Oh my gosh.
And how old were you? I remember mine.
Oh, I was about. Oh gosh.
Dr. Walt, same question for you. Because I know
my
they put you in the same little high water pantsuit they put me in with the little bow tie. What was your first? Because what Dr. Walt can sing. What? Wow!
I can't wait to hear him. I cannot wait.
Kurt Franklin and all them owe everything to Dr. Walt.
Oh my gosh!
You know, Dr. Walt, right? Y'all better
come on. I cannot wait to meet him.
Me either. So how old were you, and what was your first solo in church?
Oh gosh, Amazing Grace.
That's my song.
How sweet.
Oh wait, I got
You say wait?
I got the other one. I thought you was gonna sing mine.
Shall always be.
That one.
Yes, my song of praise.
You heard me say the other one. When
Okay.
Go come. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Oh,
I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, I ain't got no problem with it.
No, Lord, no.
Lord, I can hear them screaming. And then it's that one, the feminist. You better not go near that woman, right? Jamie don't play out there. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'll tell you what mine was. You know what mine was? It was a little song I was like 5. Because they used to be in these little like Heidi pants, those little shorts that had the socks that came all the way up over your calves. Right? A little white shirt that had a collar that was, I remember it. And my thing was this little light of mine.
Oh my goodness.
Once I saw like look at the stuff, I don't think my lips are even moving. But then when I caught that first person going, I think it was Sister McLean, and I think she was over the corner like this. I was like, I like this. This to the light of mine. Yes. They would not let me. They were like when we do our little programs, I'd be right up front. I have to dance where they didn't say dance, scream loud.
Yes.
You in the choir.
Wow.
Just blend. So, I mean, oh my God. So
those were the days, though. Those were the days.
Why do you think it is? Let's talk about this because this is interesting. So people see clearly you've been raised in the church. We were even talking about it with Dr. Walt in our little conversation.
Yes.
And why is it? Tell us about that. People, we know that the roots for a lot of our favorite R&B singers, they tell you clearly. I started in the church, and you can hear it even if they don't tell you. But then when you start singing stuff outside of church, i.e. secular, so many people used to anyway have a problem with that. And you were talking like it still is a little struggle for you. Is that the truth? Like crossing over, because you're in the studio now, working on a project.
I am.
Related. It's not
I'm
gospel.
sorry,
It's
no,
not,
it's not gospel.
right.
It's not.
So what did you have to deal with in order to feel good with yourself first and then others with this crossover project, as they call them?
Trusting and believing that my vocals, no matter where they land, well, no matter what I sing, it is to bring happiness, wholeness, healing, and love to people. And that's when I said, okay, Lord, however you want me to use my vocals, I will do it. And love is such a great component in my life, because I believe without love, you really can't move forward. You really can't.
No.
Love, self-love, self-love, and loving people and loving the Lord. Let me put that in there too for the church people who listening in. Those are great components in my life. And I'm telling you, I'm comfortable now that the Lord is allowing me to utilize my voice on any platform, because you can change a life or lives on any platform if it's done the right way. You really can.
And you know what? I want to say this too. It's like this. It's never about just one thing. And if you sing a secular song and a person starts following you and they fall in love with you and they're loyal and they're a fan, they get in there and they read the album notes and whatnot, and then hear your start. They can be touched and changed. And I'm like this. Who would need it more?
Yes.
The people that already are in the church, or those who avoid it?
Come on.
I always say, it's like this. Sometimes you have to do things that people expect or will stop for in order to give them what they're really looking for.
And need, yes.
Exactly.
And need.
I know my greatest life lessons. I had to be tricked into them. I thought I knew everything, or I didn't believe in this thing that was greater than myself. But it wanted to get in where it fit in, and it did. But I had to be open. So Lori Whitney, absolutely right. She says singing touches many hearts.
Yes.
And so true. Oh, Sherry McQueen, can you drop the Eventbrite, in for tickets? Thank you. So let me ask you this.
Yes.
What artists growing up did you look to?
Secular.
Better question. Sorry. Did your family allow you as a Christian family? Because wasn't your father a minister?
My mother.
Were you allowed to listen to secular music?
Not at all. And that, I'm telling you, I used to sneak. And I used to sneak and listen to Anita Baker. Man, to me, no woman could top her vocals, because her vocals are so unique, so just beautiful.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I used to sneak and listen to her singing. And I just really, in my life, grew up just, you know what? I want to sing like her, because she had a unique style. Both her and Sade.
Yeah.
But that Anita Baker, I look back on all those great times. Man.
Let me ask you this. So how come you didn't pursue, did you pursue a gospel road? Did you ever want to be a gospel artist?
More so backgrounding for in the choirs, up and down East Coast District, even some mainstream artists, background singing, and of course praise worship team. I always had this little fear, like, oh, what if people didn't like my singing? Oh, what if they don't like the note? And I had to grow out of that. But it took me a while to grow out of it. But I tell you, now I'm not afraid. You ask me, I will sing at a drop of a dime right now. I'm not afraid.
I would have never known.
Yes, I was afraid then. I really was. I really was.
how much of this project can you talk about? Because rumor has it that you're very hush hush about it, and you almost gotta like, get a drink or two in you before you start talking about what you're doing in that studio. So, they talking. I'm kidding. But I know you can't talk about some of it because it just doesn't add to the mystique of it. But what can you tell us about this project?
Man.
Why now? What's it about?
It's about yes. Thank you for that, Lauren.
Mhm.
And I can't talk much about. In fact, I don't want to release much about it. I just wanted to stay where it is right now and continue to grow. But I am in the studio.
Okay, wait. Before you start, I want you to picture right here in the center of your mind a vegetable is orange, has green coming on the top, and it comes down to a point. So dangle it. Just dangle it. That's all you gotta do. Breathe through the.
Yes.
That's all we want. Just a little taste. We ain't trying to get you.
Okay.
We ain't trying to get you busted or nothing.
Man, I'm in the studio with some Grammy award winners and Grammy nominated artists, writers, producers. I'm in the Midwest. That's where my recording studio I go to in the Midwest. And man, when I tell you, I never really knew how difficult per se to record on your own and time, and lengthy it is on your own.
You mean as a solo artist?
As a solo artist.
No, I don't really know how it is. Then,
I love it.
I've heard through the grapevine that,
shameless plug, yes.
Who put that in my hand? Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I love it, Lord.
No, seriously, I thought it was, I don't know what I thought. I picked it up and there it was. So anyway, but here's what I really want to know. No, seriously. Tell us, because you write music.
I do.
How much of this project, I know I'm going to ask you some questions I know you can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
How much of this project did you write? Did you write all the tunes?
No, I'm in collab with one of the Grammy nominated writers and producers. We're in collaboration.
Let me interpret for them. Oh, you just did. Collab is industry talk for y'all that don't know, for collaboration.
Oh, gosh.
No, I knew that. Okay, go ahead. Collab.
Yes, we are. And I tell you, even he's my vocal, this particular writer, coach.
I know who you're talking. What's his name? Used to dry that.
No, I can't tell. I can't tell.
I'm rusty. You're lucky I'm rusty.
No, I can't tell.
Okay, you don't know how much time we get. Okay.
But he's my vocal coach as well. When I tell you, I'm gonna give you a hint. Let me just give you a hint. Let me give you a hint. And I hope if he's listening, I'm sorry, but let me just give a hint.
Give it.
So his singing, he grew up singing with Gerald Levert. Let me just put it like that. Yes, for many, many, many years. Many years. And I'm gonna leave it right there.
Singing with him.
Huh?
You said singing with Gerald Levert.
Yes. Oh. When I tell you in the studio, he's vocally. No, I can't tell y'all. I can't tell you. Don't guess. Don't try to guess. But I love you trying to guess, though.
How we not gonna try to guess? You gave us a hint. That's what
I gave you a small hint, but hey, it's okay.
Listen, like here, have a small hint and don't eat it.
No, Lauren, listen. He says.
Okay, when is it coming out?
This spring. In fact, I leave next week to finish 2 of the songs. Yes, and we're gonna put those out as singles, and then we're gonna continue to build the album. Yes.
Okay, I think I know who it is.
Don't say.
When he was a senior in high school, just if I get this, I think I know who it is. When he was a senior in high school, did he hang out with a cousin named Lil Ray Ray? And
I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you that.
Okay.
But I will tell you this, Lauren, for real, just real for real. In the studio with this producer and writer.
Yes.
He said to me, he always says to me, he said, "Lady, when I was singing and touring, blah 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 blah, Gerald was one of the singers who was hard on him vocally
Mm,
because Gerald was such a that's why he was so velvety in his singing and he was he said that he was a
that's
perfectionist.
fair.
Yes. And so to get that type of training per se and vocal coaching and direction from this writer and producer, I'm honored. I'm very honored and I'm grateful. And when I tell you, when this one particular single comes, y'all, it's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna
Is
hit
it?
the fan. Yes, yes,
Ooh,
and it's gonna spread just beautifully. I promise you. Yes,
you know, somebody told me we was cousins.
we are.
Hey, y'all heard it. Don't be trying to act when you get that Grammy like you don't know me.
We are.
I'm telling you, I ain't trying to sit next to you at the Grammy, but you know, there's a lot of after parties.
Yes,
I ain't go to all.
it's okay. You can get it. You can come in. I will let you in.
So, hey, did you tell us which artist? And it didn't have to be a female. I always love this question with artists. What artist influenced your style the most growing up? I mean,
Oh,
male or female. I know it's hard to pinpoint one, but if you had to pick one, who would it be? I know who
oh
mine is.
gosh. Melodically, and the complexity of her vocals, Anita Baker. I'm
I
just
didn't say that. I'll just try to
yes,
stick to that story because you know. I'm
but
just
I will tell you this too, if I can add some more.
yeah.
Uh, the performance wise, of course, Miss Patti LaBelle, and I really love the way she performed. I really do.
Mhm. Mom
Yes,
hit with one of them shoes.
yes,
I was
yes.
like, whoa, you
And
know?
I feel when I sing, I do feel comfortable singing without shoes on as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I do. I do.
yeah. You ain't never sang in the shower?
Oh gosh, yeah, yes,
Oh, so look, a lot more there, rather.
yes. You went there. You
So
went there.
I did. So let me what was I gonna ask you? Oh, guess who mine is? Mine is
Who?
and you won't it's not because of his voice actually.
Uh-huh.
I love that too. Marvin Gaye.
Oh
But
gosh, yeah.
that song, What's Going On? The
Such a storyteller.
the way it
Mm,
was recorded with all his different voices and the way it was layered and stacked and
yes,
it was
yes.
like decades ahead of its time, that song.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so let's talk about that writing. So how everybody has an inspiration for even if we're not songstresses or writers of music per se, but with our
Uh-huh.
own stories, we all have a process in which if we are the vessel, the
Mm-hmm.
messenger, and the message comes to us. I believe. How is it for you? Because your music is inspired, and I know that because your voice is inspired and your spirit is inspired. So, what does inspiration look like for you when you know, here come one now? Is it like a plane headed at your, how does it come in
Mm-hmm.
your
Oh
world?
my. Let me tell you. Um, let me just give you this background first. Every morning, around 6:30 ish, I walk every morning.
Okay.
And I get a lot of my inspiration from walking and being alone and having the freedom in my spirit, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. That's where a lot of my writing comes from
Mm,
because it's freedom, it's free. Like some people like to go to the gym and it frees their mind. Some people love to cook and it frees their mind and open up other avenues of possibilities and books and music and all of that comes from out of what
mhm.
they love to do. So walking for me, walking and praying in the morning, that's mine. And the substratum of all of that, the bottom line of all of that is freedom and having love for myself, love for life, and love, period.
You have love all over. I bet you that's like your favorite word.
It is.
It
It
is.
is.
I'm being serious, and I love that it is.
Yes.
See, grounding. That's a real important part of how we start our day. We've talked about it many times here. In
Yes.
the comments right now, one thing you do every day when you start your day that you really refuse to live without, because it just gives everything you need a great start. I want to know. I'm always looking for another Ian and R to take great to greater. So you might have it. Let me see it. Put it in the comments. Now I want to ask you, Lady LaDonna, tell us about back in November 14th, I guess it is exactly,
Yes.
2020. There was a worldwide Amazon release of your life story entitled I Am Diva, D period, I period, V period, A period, which stands for destiny, integrity, victorious, and anointed. So tell us how that project came about, and what's it like when you have a life story, but you still got a lot of life in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So we go and wait and come back for the sequel.
Yes, it's 3 volumes. Yes.
Okay, because you might be the next Miss Jane Pittman for all.
Listen, oh Lauren, that is such a loaded question. I just want to give you the short version. Like I say, sometimes in life growing up, we don't know who we are. Sometime growing up, and if you don't know who you are, someone can come along and tell you who you are, and that's not necessarily what God. That will not be what God has purpose and plan for your life. And let me tell you, um, when you try to fit in, when you don't know who you are, you try to fit in. And the one thing that I know the Lord doesn't want us to do, and if it's okay to use the Lord's name here,
If you was in court, you use it, or you wouldn't
yeah.
get of course you can use the Lord's name. You better. I'm
Yes,
sorry, but
yes.
thank you for
The
being with
one,
us.
the
We're all believers in something positive here. So what we call it isn't as important as when we call it. So I'll
that's
worry
right.
about that more than what. Just make
Gotcha.
sure you call it. Have a name ready.
Yes, got
Now,
it.
keep
Yes.
going. All
And
you.
so when you don't know who you are, you're subjected to just trying to fit in and be with the in crowd, and when you do that, you lose sight on your purpose and the plans that God has predestined for you. And so I did that. I tried to fit in. I tried to just be friends with everybody per se. And the Lord just grabbed me one day. He said, I didn't design you, I didn't purpose you to fit in. And growing up, Lauren, I used to hear the word all the time. Oh, you such a diva. Oh, you such a diva. Diva this, diva that, diva that. And it kind of grew on me. But as I aged seasoned wise, I started looking up and noticing who the industry, the industry will call divas. No judgment here, none at all.
Right.
But some of the people that the industry would call the divas, they were loud mouths. Think they are entitled and just
Loudmouth. Anybody we know?
huh?
You said loudmouth. Anybody we know? I'm just kidding. I didn't know my sister was a diva. I'm just
No name dropping right here, and again, no judgment. And when I saw that, Lauren, it really rubbed me the wrong way because I started thinking, is that how people see
yeah.
me, as entitled or loudmouth, and here and there, and here one night with one person, here that night?
They say diva, they're rude and
Yeah, yeah. And I said, no, that's not me. And again, no judgment. And one night, I will tell you this here, in the middle of the night, I was asleep and I felt the nudge of the Lord, the Holy Spirit, get up. You are a diva. And I was wrestling, honestly, I was wrestling in my sleep. And I could just hear the voice of the Lord, get up. You are a diva. Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. And I got up. I was half asleep and I started writing. I can hear the voice of the Lord so heavy though. And I started writing. He said, D, you are destined. I have predestined you for greater. Even before you was formed in your mother's womb, I predestined you for greater.
right.
Yes, I. And in everything that I have for you to do, you will do it with integrity.
Mm-hmm.
V. And do know if you follow my footsteps, Lady LaDonna, LaDonna Michelle, you will be victorious because I'm going to give you victory over all those things. And then A, I have anointed you to do the work in its fullness. Now, I don't want people to shy away from the word anointed. And of course, we use that in the body, in the church body. And of course, I grew up Pentecostal, and they would anoint you with anointed oil. And
Yeah.
I'm a product of that. And I love that. I'm a product of that. And they would anoint you and with the oil, and that's what they say. Oh, you're anointed now. But here's how the Lord gave it to me. You are anointed, meaning I have called you, set you aside for a specific work that no one can do the work that I called you to do, and you cannot do what he's called someone else to do. Know that you are unique, and he has a specific work and purpose and plan for your life, and you are anointed to carry that out in which he's given you. That's what anointed means for me. So
It
the book, that's where the book I Am Diva come from.
Yeah.
You are that and so much more. And
Now,
I'm sorry, Lauren.
I had it right down because I want to make sure we coming back to that. I had some other stuff, but the download came where it's like it's to turn a car around. We're going back to that corner back there where you rolled the window down and threw this out the window. Where you said, "Is it okay to use, the name the Lord in here?" And I was like, "Of course, you better than that." Went on past it. Now we don't, recalculating the GPS said, and here we are back at it. And I'm glad because here it is. Let's talk about that because like when you go into places like the studio, and I know not this studio when I did this project, they weren't playing that. But back in the day when I had my deal back in the day out in LA, you go to the studio, it wasn't anything to see people smoking weed and doing whatever, and all the couches where the people hang out. You back in the booth doing your thing, and I was a session singer, so I wasn't like I was a star or nothing. But but I would see.
You are.
I know, but I'm saying I would see all the stuff. I'd be busy watching what they got to do, and I wasn't impressed with a lot of the behaviors and things like that. But but I wasn't throwing the Lord out either. So it wasn't like. So what I'm getting at is, do you shuffle a little,
Yeah.
or when you're working in that environment, what if somebody light up a big old blunt or something, and you as a woman in church, you in the booth, and you see them passing this stuff. What is your obligation? Let them do what they want to do. It's legal. They grown, but there you are. How do you deal? Or do you, what if that happened? How would you deal with it? Let's put it that way.
That's a great question, Lauren. When I entered the room, before I entered the studio, I'm prayed up. And I asked God to shield and protect me. Let my light shine so bright that they can't help but respect me when I get in the studio.
So it kind of go down like this. Like, what in the world? You know what I mean? Did you say I get it though? Because you know what it is. Tell them what it is. You don't have to. See, people are thinking that you gonna go up to them and say, "Would you like to read my Bible? I got my purse over there." No, they don't. You don't even have to say a word, do you? They can tell.
Yeah.
Talk about that thing that speaks to people when your mouth is completely closed.
Yes, that light inside of you, it has to be so illuminated that, like you said, Lauren, and like I know it to be true, you walk in the room and the atmosphere shift. If they curse,
go to church get that. Only people that go to church can do that.
No, Lauren.
Oh, they can't just go no. Why?
No,
How come you mean everybody can get it?
If you're willing and open to receive the goodness, and only goodness come from the Lord. You don't have to be bucking and shouting and everywhere, but do be good inside. Do good inside. Do good for yourself. Love people unconditionally. Don't be a fool. Don't be a pushover, but love people unconditionally and try to live the life that's so, I don't want to say so pure because none of us are perfect, but live that life that when someone does see you, you are approachable, you're giving off of that positivity and those great vibes. They can't help but to connect with you no matter what stage of life they're in. I've had, this is the God honest truth, I've had prostitutes, when they saw me, they they they're like, they'll get it straight or feel ashamed. And it at that moment, it's up to me to say, no, don't be ashamed.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, if it had not been the grace of the Lord on my life or anybody else's life, we could be in that same predicament.
Or worse, or have
Or,
it there. Right.
or worse, or worse.
Right.
But here's the thing I want people to know: everything that we experience or encounter, or those things that are imposed on us in life, is all for the making of who you are to be and to become in the goodness and greater of God. I promise you. And everybody's story is not the same, but I promise you, is nobody walking this earth has not gone. Everybody has gone through something.
Yeah.
Everybody has experienced something. And here's the key thing: how you deal with it, how you recognize it, how you accept it and process through it. That's what matters.
Right.
That's what matters.
And to all your, is it true or false? All our friends got to be believers in Jesus.
Let me tell you something. Now, that's a touchy subject right there. But I tell you, if it had not been for the creation of God and the love of Christ, we wouldn't be here.
That ain't no hard subject because I believe in, but I know he also said, come as you are.
As you are. Again, no judgment. And that's what, Lauren, if I could put this little piece right here.
Put it.
Growing up in church all my life, church folks can be some of the most judgmental people.
You think?
They're forgetting that before they became or we became a Christian, we done some ugly stuff. It may not have been.
They have done since becoming a Christian.
Oh God!
I'm just saying. All it boils down to is we need to know that we are co-authoring, that we are co-participating, and we have choice because we are his only creatures that we know of that have been gifted with speech. And therefore, we have we're called to a higher responsibility, a higher duty, first and foremost to each other.
Right.
And so, I just say that's why I love bringing people of God in. That's why I love bringing light workers in. That's why, because the thing about it is we need to look at what we're all trying to affect. If it's a truth, it is from a place of love. We are more similar than we could ever.
Yes.
As far as being different. So I want to thank you so much. You guys, if you want more of Lady LaDonna,
lady, just say lady.
No, I need to say it like somebody at the, they open up the doors to the throne. Now entering. Right. Then I get it right. I'm gonna get it right.
Yeah.
I bet you that. April 28th, you guys, here in Chicago at the beautiful Stand Mansion down in Logan Square. You can meet and listen to firsthand in person Lady LaDonna, and also we saw earlier today at the top of the Dr. Walt Whitman and the children, the soul children of Chicago. You gotta come, you guys. We need you because every year all of our lives change in big ways, that when we come together under that promise that I mentioned earlier, and the power of we, it's called the power of we because it is the power of we, not me. And we all need to be reminded in Chicago, April 28th is a great day to make that happen. Lady LaDonna, thank you so much. And I've already dropped you guys in the comments. If you'd like to continue the dialogue or check out more happening in the world of our guest today, go right ahead. There it is for your taking. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll meet you out front on the front porch where our guest tomorrow is a young lady who's never been on a show. I believe I'm her first interview, Brianna Rodriguez. I met her in a clubhouse room. And something about what she was saying just resonated with my spirit. So she's here tomorrow to help us round out what has been a wonderful week. Now listen to me. Get up and live. You only got to do two things, and one cancels out the other. Are you ready? Here it goes. Wake up every day and promise to get out and try to do something today in the world that the world has never seen. And that means you must commit to getting up, getting out into the world today and doing something you've never done. Think about it. It's not as easy as you might think, but it isn't hard nor impossible. You guys, I love you. Thank you, Lady LaDonna. I love you. Thank you for blessing us with song, and thank you for being a blessing in everything you do. I look forward to seeing you April 28th. Have a wonderful day. Same for you. Get out and be the blessing you want to receive. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye.